everyone, welcome to our channel, Learning from Home with Teacher Russell. For today, we're going to talk about communication arts. This is something new, so let's start. What is communication? Communication is a process whereby a thought, idea, or opinion is transmitted by the speaker with a word or gesture and received by the listener. Feedback must exist for communication to take place. There are 5 macro skills in communication. First, we have listening. Next, we have speaking. We also have reading. We have writing and viewing. Let's talk first about listening. Listening is the process of hearing, recognizing, and interpreting or comprehending language. There are 4 types of listening. First, deep listening. Deep listening occurs when you are committed to understanding the speaker's perspective. It involves paying attention to both verbal and nonverbal cues, such as the words being used, the speaker's body language, and their tone. This type of listening helps build trust and rapport, and it helps others feel comfortable in expressing their thoughts and opinions. That is deep listening. Next, we have full listening. This involves paying close and careful attention to what the speaker is conveying. It often involves the use of active listening techniques, such as paraphrasing what's been said to the person you're speaking with to ensure you understand their message or the message that they wanted to convey. Next, we have critical listening. Critical listening involves using systematic listening and careful thought to analyze the speaker's message and separate fact from opinion. Critical listening is often useful in situations when speakers may have a certain agenda or goal, such as watching political debates or when a salesperson is pitching a product or service. That's critical listening. Next, we have therapeutic listening. Therapeutic listening is allowing a friend, a colleague, or family member to discuss their problems. It involves emphasizing and applying supportive nonverbal cues such as nodding and maintaining eye contact, in addition to empathizing with their experiences. So you're going to listen to what they are saying, especially for our family members. Discussing family issues and problems. That's therapeutic listening. Next, we go to the next macro skills. We have the speaking. Speaking is an interactive process where information is shared and, if necessary, acted upon by the listener. Speaking skills give us the ability to convey information verbally and in a way that the listener can understand. That is speaking. There are 4 elements of speaking skills. First, we have vocabulary. Vocabulary development is where students understand the meanings and pronunciations of words necessary for communication. When they understand what a word means, they can check what the word or sentence means. This is so important so they can keep up a conversation. That's the first element of vocabulary. Next, we have grammar. Grammar includes lots of important areas for spoken language, such as an understanding of tenses and the correct way to structure sentences, like the subject-verb agreement. Okay, so the grammar helps us to convey information in a way that the listener will recognize and, of course, understand. That's grammar, correct usage of grammar. Next, we do have pronunciation. Understanding how to correctly pronounce words is another important element of speaking skills. We learn how to pronounce words by listening to those around us, such as our parents, friends, and teachers. Pronunciation varies from country to country and even city to city. That's pronunciation. Next, we do have fluency. Fluency is the ability to hear words and understand them straight away. Reading widely or reading aloud is a good way to improve fluency as it introduces new vocabulary and reinforces knowledge of spoken language. Next, we have the third macro skills, the reading. Reading is the ability to draw meaning from the printed page and interpret this information appropriately. It is a fundamental skill, not just for learning, but for life. We have reading strategies. First, skimming. Skimming is used to quickly gather the most important information or gist. Run your eyes over the text and note important information. Use skimming to quickly get up to speed on a current business situation. It's not essential to understand each word when skimming. Next, we have scanning. Scanning is used to find a particular piece of information. Run your eyes over the text looking for the specific piece of information you need. Use scanning on schedules, meeting plans, etc. in order to find the specific details you require. That's scanning. Next, we have extensive reading. Extensive reading is used to obtain a general understanding of a subject and includes reading longer texts for pleasure as well as business books. Use extensive reading skills to improve your general knowledge of business procedures. That's extensive reading. Next, we have intensive reading. Intensive reading is used on shorter text in order to extract specific information. It includes a very close, accurate reading for detail. Use intensive reading skills to grasp the details of a specific situation. In this case, it is important that you understand each word, number, or fact. That's intensive reading. The next macro skill is writing. Writing is the process of using symbols such as letters of the alphabet, punctuation, and spaces. This is to communicate thoughts and ideas in a readable form. Of course, you're going to write. Next, we have the different types of writing. First, we have expository writing. This contains the word expose. So, the reason expository is an apt or the appropriate descriptor for this type of writing is that it exposes or sets forth facts. It is probably the most common writing genre you will come across throughout your day. In an expository piece, a topic will be introduced and laid out in a logical order without reference to the author's personal opinion. Next, we have descriptive writing. The aim of descriptive writing is to help the reader visualize in detail a character, event, place, or all of these things at once. The other might describe the scene in terms of all 5 senses. Descriptive writing allows the writer a great deal more artistic freedom than expository writing does. Next, we have persuasive writing. The aim of persuasive writing or argumentation is to influence the reader to assume the author's point of view. The author will express personal opinions in the piece and arm him or herself with evidence so that the reader will agree with him or her. Persuade, from the word persuade, that's persuasive. We also have narrative writing. The purpose of narrative writing is to tell a story, whether that story is real or imagery or imaginary. Pieces in a narrative style will have characters, and through the narrative, the reader learns what happens to them. Narrative writing can also include a dialogue. That's narrative. We have the last macro skill. We have viewing. Viewing refers to perceiving, examining, interpreting, and construction meaning from visual images and is crucial to improving comprehension of print and non-print materials. Viewing helps develop the knowledge and skills to analyze and evaluate a visual text and multimodal text that use visuals. Viewing also helps acquire information and appreciate ideas and experiences visually communicated by others. We have here the effective active viewers engaged in the following procedures. We have first the pre-viewing. Students prepare to view by activating their schema or the prior knowledge by bringing to the study of a topic or theme. It's anticipating a message, predicting, speculating, asking questions, and setting a purpose for viewing or the objective. Next, we also have here during viewing. Students view the visual text to understand the message by seeking and checking understanding, by making connections, making and confirming predictions and inferences, interpreting and summarizing, pausing and reviewing, and analyzing and evaluating. Students should monitor their understanding by connecting to their schema, questioning, and reflecting. Next, we have after viewing or responding. Students should be given opportunities to respond personally, critically, and creatively to visual texts. Students respond by reflecting, analyzing, evaluating, and creating. That's after viewing. So there's creation of something that they viewed. All right, so that's all for our communication and the 5 macro skills itself. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you learned something for that. Life is good, everyone. Thank you so much. If you like the video and the discussion itself, if you are new to this channel, please do like and subscribe. Thank you so much and God bless. Enjoy your day ahead.